Hey, you guys hear me? Start cheering now! Yeah, let's get this over with. Yeah.
Woof woof. Hi, I'm Mike Minotti, and I am a Nintendog.
Hi, I'm Jeff Grubb, and I am a Nintendog.
And we are the last of the Nintendogs.
Ruff, ruff, ruff.
Today, get this nerd away from my queen. Hey, that's a Zelda. That's a Link. And Game Award nominees, unless you don't want to be. Is that allowed? Can you say no thank you? Maybe. But first off, Jeff, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. Yeah, busy. Kind of one thing after another over here where it's like, okay, I got that done. Oh yeah, there's like 4 other things I need to finish. I got subpoenaed by my city because when I moved here, I didn't know that there was a special tax thing, and I never paid that. I paid it on different years, but for 2023, so I'm like, I gotta deal with that. But it's pretty simple. I just got to pay them money and then show them a bunch of stuff. So that's fun to deal with. Yeah, it's always a good time. I'm the criminal element. That's never gonna change.
Yeah. Like, do they make paying it easy? They just send you a letter? Like,
I can tell you that there's like a huge like Reddit forum specifically about this local tax thing, and everyone's miserable about it. So I don't think I'm alone in having to deal with this horse shit. Yeah, I think it's easy. It's easy enough to pay them, but they can be kind of they can kind of hound you if something goes wrong. So I think that's what I'm dealing with right now.
Yeah, like, look, I got a state tax, I got a federal tax, I got my escrow, and otherwise I don't really know if I have room to think about other taxes.
Yeah, that's literally, yep, same. And it was like, so it's like this city tax thing. It's like, oh yeah, okay, well, lesson learned, and I paid it all the other years. It's just that first year I missed it, and I'm like, it never occurred to me, like, oh, I did miss that. So here we are, little tax frogs amongst friends.
Tax fraud as a little treat. That's all right. Well, you could take your mind off it by playing your Thor thing, right? Your DS machine.
Look.
Oh wait, I have that right now. Why do I have it, Jeff?
It's when you don't sleep for 36 hours and then you get in bed and you like, there's no way I'm going to be able to fall asleep because then I'll miss this flight. So I'll play this in bed. Just don't forget it. Well, then you get pretty sleepy and you forget it, just like I always do. I was trying to be better about forgetting stuff at people's houses. Nope. Just no, didn't do that. I'm still as bad as ever. So thank you for bringing that back into the same state as me. I appreciate that.
Yeah, that's all right. This is just my way to force you to hang out with me.
That sounds good.
We should really powwow what that endurance run is going to be. Maybe we'll start that, and I'll give you this thing.
That sounds good.
It'll be fine. I haven't really messed around with it. I've been busy messing around with my.
I didn't have time to put a bunch of stuff on there either. So I think the only thing you'll be able to play is God, I can't even remember. I'd like Link's Awakening, maybe Mortal Kombat Mythology Sub-Zero, and you've had enough of that for this past week.
No, I haven't had enough of that. I am number one.
You are number one
now. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever actually like super explained this, but because the like collection of Mortal Kombat is out that has that game in it, they're revamping the categories on speedrun.com for Mortal Kombat Mythologies, and they decided to make Real Hardware a separate category for the Mythology speedrun, and I had the fastest time in Real Hardware. So now instead of being 5th place in just the PS1 version of the game, I am now 1st place on Real Hardware PS1 version of that game. So I find that
it works
funny.
that way for a lot of other categories too. There's like Real Hardware categories and emulators, and now you're just getting your due finally. So a little bit of respect for Mikey. Put some respect on his name.
It's up. It's fun going to my profile and seeing that little 1st place. Now, let's be clear. The run itself is no more impressive or less impressive than it ever was. I think it'd be fun if anybody ever competes against it. Although, like, they did this because they assume there's going to be a lot of people who are going to run the game on that collection, which actually does, like, have faster load times and stuff. So, like, runs should be faster on there, which is why they were doing this work.
That makes sense.
I'm
going to get you did that on PlayStation. We get a PlayStation and Mortal Kombat Mythology Sub-Zero and send it to Kayla and see if she can beat your time.
Maybe. She took. I know I won that like best gamer thing, but I don't feel like it after the Ishin thing or the Genichiro thing in Sekiro.
Everything was really impressive. That was the most impressive thing. I mean, yours was also impressive. You did it in 3 tries.
It feels less impressive.
I know, but it still is. And then she did it first try. That's nuts stuff right there.
Yeah, I almost kind of got a little depressed playing Sekiro again because it's like, oh, I haven't really played anything that feels as good as like Silk Song, maybe, right? Yep. That's about it. Gosh, I like Sekiro. God, I would kill for
a really good game.
Another one of those, or something similar. All right, we got a lot to talk about. Kind of not Super Nintendo related. Why is Half-Life 3 getting talked about a ton again all of a sudden? Apparently, even my brother Chris was like, "Why is everyone talking about Half-Life 3? What's going on?"
So there has been rumors popping up for a while, since summer. There's been rumors about Half-Life 3, right? We were talking about it for the Game Awards because we had reasons to believe there's something happening with Half-Life 3. It didn't happen there, and then I think we kind of put it in our the back of our minds or whatever. It's still been cooking a little bit, and then in this past week, maybe past 2 weeks, one of the leakers might have been Nate the Hate even. Someone was like, "Hey, on the 18th, some shit's gonna pop off." And the strong suggestion was it was Half-Life 3. Well, today's the 18th, and nothing happened with it. Now, of course, there's the smoke of the Valve hardware getting announced last week. That could have thrown some stuff off. Who knows? People could have been getting mixed signals. But today's the 18th. Today something was supposed to happen. It didn't happen. There are also competing rumors saying that something is still happening with Half-Life 3, but it won't be announced today. So, it's those seventh day Adventists, right? If you get if you name the apocalypse date and then you get it wrong, you just say it again and you have a new date now. And that's where we're at, I think, on this whole thing.
Do you know the details? What are they saying? Because last time last time during the Game Awards was the new game was his boat was around or something like that. What is this?
His boat was in LA Harbor or something.
Yes. What is the boat now? You know what's
right?
It's what lanterns of games by sea, two by land. Right?
I don't know. We'll see.
Apparently, Tom Henderson is saying something between now and December. Or no, Tyler McVicker is the one saying it from Valve News Network.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll see. Look, I really like Half-Life. I like Half-Life 2 a ton. I will be so excited when that happens. I will say, this computer, the new computer I have, I am expecting to play Half-Life 3 on this thing. Right?
Yep.
That is its maybe primary aspiration in life is to play Half-Life 3.
It's I guess it's not strange, but it's noticeable how much those games are still so influential. And I got the new DLC for Goat Simulator 3 for my kids, and it's all just Half-Life. It's a Half-Life parody.
Right.
And I'm like, kind of explain it to the girls, and they're like, "Dad, we don't care. We do not care." I'm just like, "Well, you would, and you should." But yeah, it's still that game.
Well, how much do they care about them ruining Metroid Prime 4 with this fucking nerd?
They're livid. They're going bananas in here. I can't calm them down. They're just falling apart, falling to pieces, crying every day. They're really worried about Samus.
So yes, a lot of people got hands-on time with Metroid Prime 4, including Giant Bomb's Jeff Bakalar.
Who that guy?
We talked with him over his gameplay footage, and boy, the game looks stunning. It is easily the best-looking Switch or Switch 2 game we have seen yet. The Metroid Priminess of it is great. The planet has this really good kind of bioluminescent, purpley green vibe to it that looks really good with some of that kinetic stuff. But this intro part of the game also features this kind of
Miles McKenzie.
Yeah, he's kind of this scared nerd who looks like a Rick Moranis, and he talks to you a lot, and he kind of has some quips, and he'll tell you if you think maybe you missed something.
I think he's very Otacon coded, which I think people should probably take as wait, what the hell is an Otacon doing in my Metroid?
Now, here's the thing, Jeff. If somebody went up to me before I knew this and said, "Hey, I'm making a Metroid game, and I'm going to include a character who's kind of like a little silly guy, and he's going to tell Samus what to do," I would punch that person in the face.
Right. Of course, that's the mature reaction.
Right. Now, like, looking at it, I'm like, okay, I'm trying to, like, find the bright side of it. Like, look, he is so pathetic that the contrast between him and Samus is kind of
that's what
funny.
I took away from it when I was watching. I can only, like, I know what period we are in with this game. We're in everything that is not what you were hoping for is going to hurt that much more because we don't get to play any of the fun stuff. We don't get to experience the good stuff yet. All we have are our hopes, and anything that like does not match up perfectly with that is painful. I get that. I can only say how I felt watching the game, and I was not that concerned except for when he told her, hey, you missed something, come back here, when Brackler was actually playing the game. I get that shit as far out of Metroid as possible. I mean, especially in the same year as Silk Song, where they're just like, fuck you, go explore this world. You're alone. And if you encounter people, there's people in here. Absolutely, you could talk to them, but they're more lost than you are. They're useless. That
is a game that handles NPCs incredibly well. Maybe
it's
like
all
an all-time level of wellness.
Yeah, exactly. So it's going to have some tough comparisons, I think. I'm also looking for the bright side at the same time, and I'm hoping that the thing he functions as early on in the game is just to onboard some players who typically would not have played these games. This will be likely the best-selling Metroid game out of the gate ever.
Right. And
maybe they're worried about that. Fair enough. I think they probably should have found another solution, but whatever. And at the same time, I am someone who has grown curious and more curious about Samus's relationship to the Galactic Federation. Not curious enough to go back and play Metroid Prime 3, which is something I might still do now, which I know a lot of that stuff is in there. But like I just remember reading reviews.
Prime 3 has like front-loaded NPCs. It does, right? And then you're done with it. And now I could say like, okay, another game has done it, so that's fine. Now the thing is, I didn't like that about that game, right? Mm-hmm. That wasn't a good thing. Even like Metroid Fusion, which I like a lot, and they have those elevator conversations or monologues. I don't like that. I can kind of tolerate it.
I think Metroid Dread was perfect. That's the thing. And Metroid Dread was, she's all on her own, basically. And it's there's one line of dialogue, and it's to an enemy, right? And she just sounds so incredibly badass, and that's it. And she's not talking here. She is still Samus, very Doom guy, where everything around her, even if Miles is being silly, she's just like dead stare, no reaction, no selling, everything. And that all owns. Like that characterization is well done.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. Now, do I really want Metroid to be funny? I don't know. Right. And I think Nintendo does have a big desire to make Metroid more cinematic, right?
Yeah.
I think they want it to be slightly more like one of those big PlayStation games. And I don't necessarily want that. Now, maybe I'm really like, that's too much of a leap, worrying about that and then maybe pushing people in certain directions. But, that is how we got Other M. And I'm even a bit of an Other M defender. But clearly that was not the right direction for the series. And comparing this game to Other M based off of this is wild, I know. But
that's where we're at. That's where we're at. Is like all we can go on is what they've shown us. And we all naturally are going to extrapolate from what they've shown us to likely the worst case scenario. It's like this could be as bad as some of the things in Other M. Yeah, people can feel that way. The good news is the game is out in 2.5 weeks, and look, we'll get there. And I'm guessing we'll probably find some other problems that bother us more, and maybe this won't bother us as much because that's always how these things go. But right now, I don't blame anyone for not being into this guy. But I can only say how I feel. And my thing here is my knee-jerk reactions have been wrong so frequently about a game before it comes out. And then when I actually play it, that I just don't want to make this my whole thing right now. Because especially we're going to be playing it in 2 weeks. And I could just wait till then to freak out about something.
Yeah, I know. No, I'm just trying to imagine what happens. Like even some people are like, oh, maybe he'll just die. And part of me is like, okay, so like the annoying guy dies, dark humor. Do I even want dark humor in a Metroid?
I mean, I can tell you what my fantasy booking that I was doing with Jason Finelli when we were talking about it was like, Samus is brought to this planet by the Galactic Federation. She doesn't want there. She's just doing a job. And then she ends up in a situation where she's the only one who cares, and the Galactic Federation abandons her. And that would make the isolation actually hit even harder, potentially. Again, this is this is cope. It absolutely is cope. But if that's the way it goes, I think that could also be amazing. We'll have to see if they can pull it off, if they have the chops. If they had made a direct spiritual successor to Metroid Prime 1, that would have been the thing that would have made me the happiest. Is that the kind of game that they want to make? Can they do that and like handle direct comparisons to that perfect game? I get it. It's hard. You want to try new stuff, and I guess in the end of the day, I wish the new stuff was not this guy. But I'm also expecting him to be a very small proportion of the game.
Again, like you're looking at this gameplay footage from Backlot, the game looks very, very pretty. I am still very excited for it. So, and I'm definitely curious to see like what this is about. Like, I'm sure there's gonna be more characters. Absolutely. And there have been other characters in these games. I generally like it when those characters talk to Samus more like a bishop or something, right? They're usually kind of dead serious. It's always usually some very tall bird person who's speaking like the Old Testament, right?
Exactly.
Like, that's just kind of the tone I like, right? Like,
I agree.
This is a series that takes itself very seriously.
Yeah.
Maybe it can't always be that.
Worth pointing out, and yeah, this is something I noticed as well. Sean says, look, if you watch the trailer that came out the same day as all these previews, there are a bunch of other Galactic Federation NPCs that she interacts with that, first of all, none of them are the same trope or the same character style as Miles McKenzie. There is like just a Space Marine guy who has a very realistic looking face. People keep calling that out. Miles McKenzie is not in that trailer at all. So it's like, I think from that, maybe we could guess that he actually is a small part of this game, and he'll just be one sort of person you're interacting with, and we'll see. I guess the thing I don't want is for all of these NPCs to serve the same purpose of, this is the voice to sort of say, hey, you're lost, we can help you, let me point you in the right direction. That will be a huge black mark on this game for me personally.
Yeah, you don't want it to be like one of those God of Wars where there's constantly one of those companion characters, right? Like, or a Naughty Dog game. That is just the style, because they want somebody to constantly be filling up dead air. They want somebody constantly pointing out things to the player and telling how to solve puzzles. Like, we don't want that.
I don't want that. I know that's has become sort of best practices at a lot of big companies. I don't think so. I just played Silksong. I know for a fact that's not the best practice. No way.
Mackenzie for Smash?
Oh yeah, for sure. Mackenzie for
what is this guy pulls a Groose? I bet when we all saw Groose in those first trailers, we were like, who is this fuckhead?
I don't want to like say that because I don't like, again, that just sounds like such cope. But yeah, I'm like, there's a chance we come out of this and I like actually end up really liking him. And I could see that if the Galactic Federation abandons her, and yet he's like, I'll stick around. And it's like, oh shit, he's brave now. That's cool. I could see it happening. I don't know. We'll see.
For Smash and for the video game Smash too.
And for a lot of Deviant art pages as well.
Oh. I don't want to see Mackenzie porn. Anyways, I think we were talking about elsewhere, like people were like taking set videos of the Zelda movie, which is filming in New Zealand.
Yep.
And I don't know if it's because of that or if there's always a plan, but Nintendo was just like, we'll take our own pictures then. Gosh, here you go.
I mean, probably what happened is they really just started filming, so now there actually are set photos for them to use and send out. So it's like maybe coincidence, but you're right. We got behind the scenes leaked footage, and we got official photos. I think it looks pretty good. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it looks great. I mean, as far as it was always just so hard to imagine what this could even look like. So seeing, Zelda and Link, first off, actually standing in a big, like, open field with trees.
Yeah. New Zealand.
New Zealand. Yep. Yeah, that makes sense. Like, there's a part of it's a little bit like, that's just the Shire, but mostly, the Shire's a place with trees and grass, of course. I think it's interesting that you have Breath of the Wild Zelda and Twilight Princess Link. Although the Link, that doesn't surprise me. I think I told you this before, that Twilight Princess is their Bible-based design vocabulary for Zelda. If they're doing Zelda stuff, like the default Link, it's probably going to be based off of that design. Just like how for Mario right now, it's actually Super Mario 3D World, like things like that. So that makes sense. And I like seeing that Breath of the Wild Zelda, because it does imply that she isn't just the kidnapped maiden, or just like the voice from a castle, right? Yeah, she has a bow and arrow, and
she's going to be firing some light arrows and stuff in here. Yeah, she's going to be very integral to solving whatever the problem is in this world.
yeah, and, the cast looks pretty good. Now Link doesn't have his hat, and part of me is like, do they think the hat looks silly? How much are we gonna see Link in the actual hat? Is that just something that maybe doesn't translate to film super well, which I would almost understand?
I think that's probably it. It's like early X-Men Wolverine would look silly in a yellow costume sort of thing. Okay. But I bet they give us a gag at least. Maybe he goes into a cold area and puts on the hat, and there it is. I bet
a sleeping cap.
Yes, I bet it'll show up in the movie. It just won't. He will not be in there very frequently in that hat.
But yeah, I mean, it looks pretty good. Like, boy, this is a real movie. It is being filmed. I mean, how long does it take from filming usually? Like a year?
Oh, that's a good question.
It must have a release date, right?
Yeah, I mean, it could be less than
that nowadays. Yes.
I mean, it's been
the release date.
Post-production,
the release
all that
date
stuff.
is May 7th, 2027. So they're going to have a really long post-production period.
Yeah, and of course they are. Yeah.
So it's still a while's away, which it almost seems like it isn't, because again, it's 2025 when they're filming this thing, but there's going to be a long post-production period.
Yep.
Which, okay, that's fine. Take your time, get some good special effects. I mean, they could have made this one of those weird movies filmed in front of those digital screens, right? Like a lot of things. So again, the fact that they are just at least out there. Yeah, exactly.
I think the volume is out of favor with a lot of like filmmakers right now, but I don't think it's out of favor with a lot of movie studios. So you're right. It still could have ended up happening. We'll see. If they're filming in New Zealand, I wonder if they're going to work with Weta. I think it's like Weta. Sony Pictures. I don't know if they have like a go-to effects house that they work with or whatever. But they will, they'll take their time, get all that stuff right. And because right now, it feels like the movie really could work. And if it does, it looking at it, my first initial reaction is, oh, this could have broad appeal. This could be the kind of fantasy movie that video game fans show up for, dudes show up for, and women show up for. And kids and families like that. I mean, like honestly, like one of those 4 quadrant like appealing things. It really feels like it could do that if they get it right. So I bet they're gonna take their time and try to make sure that they hit everything, especially after having Mario succeed and Sonic sort of show the way of like these video game characters can do that. So if you do right by them, like they did with Sonic after messing it up at first, you'll reap the rewards. So I'm interested to see how they actually pull this off.
Alrighty, hey, we did get those Game Award nominees. This includes for Game of the Year, Claire Obscure, Expedition 33, Death Stranding 2, On the Beach, Donkey Kong Bonanza, Hades 2, Hollow Knight Silk Song, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. That is 3 games that you can play on your Switch 2. I should note, and of course, Donkey Kong Bonanza is a first-party game, so that makes sense. Nothing too surprising here. I know, like, I bet me and you would have liked to see Blueprints on here, but I don't think either of us are shocked it's not.
Not shocked. Nope. Would have preferred it, but that's all right.
But yeah, like, nothing here is surprising to me whatsoever. Do you think Bonanza has a chance?
No, I don't. I think it's Claire Obscure Expedition 33, and then the dark horse is probably Silk Song and Hades 2 even.
Maybe.
Yeah. I think that's how it goes. Maybe like I don't know. There's a world where Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 has such a groundswell that I'm unaware of.
Right.
But as far as I could tell, I think it's probably Expedition 33.
People who like that game really like that game, and they get really pissed off if you don't like that game.
I know.
Now it's like, oh shit.
Yeah. And I played it. And you know what? I think it's fine. I think it seems like a pretty decent game. I didn't play enough of it to like establish a full opinion on it, but from what I played, it's like, oh, it seems like there's some cool stuff here. It's it didn't win me over instantly, but I'm like, I could tell if you keep playing this, there's quite a bit to it. Yeah, might do more of it. Might play
the interesting thing today, I don't know if you saw this, that the Megabonk developer, their game was nominated for best debut indie game. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna retract mine. I know technically this is a new studio, but I made lots of games, so I don't. This doesn't feel right.
Interesting.
Now, also, we're pointing out that Expedition 33 is up for best debut indie game.
Yep.
So yeah,
kind of doesn't matter.
That category.
Yeah, that's going to win. Yep. That's weird but cool. I mean, yeah, I think that's kind of the thing where these categories are so strange at the Game Awards that a lot of people are like, well, okay, I get what you're going for, but this doesn't really describe me or my game. Although it's, I think probably still odd to see someone retract themselves or, pull their game out. I'll say the one thing Nintendo-wise that I did notice, and shout out to Tim Geddes for making this point, Mario Kart World should have been nominated for soundtrack or sound design or whatever those categories are. It really is the most and most amazing kind of arrangement of video game music that we've had since like Super Smash Brothers Ultimate. It's really well done. Kind of a shame that is. I think it's treated as such a given at this point, that table stakes, that it doesn't get the juice that it deserves.
Yeah, I think like there's still kind of just like, especially in the press, a bit of a negative sentiment around that game. It was nominated for Best Family Game and Best Racing Game, but that is it. Although Best Family Game is interesting because it's Bonanza, just because it's a big Nintendo game. I guess Lego Party and Lego Voyagers, Mario Kart World, Sonic Racing Crossroads, and Split Fiction. Some people were surprised Split Fiction to get nominated. It was a game that reviewed very well. But it was early in the year, and it's very similar to the game that like won the Game Award already. I suppose it's paying a little bit for that.
Yep,
but
100%. I think that's what it is.
But yeah, I am certainly, Expedition 33 and Silk Song are probably the two I am rooting for the most throughout the show this year. But there were plenty of great games that I enjoyed. And we'll be happy to see the pickup ones in here and there. 2 Point Museum got in there for such a weird category. Best sim or strategy game. So it's like 2 Point Museum versus Final Fantasy Tactics. So we'll see how that one goes.
Did Despelote get nominated for anything?
Yes, Impact.
Okay.
Impact.
I think that's a fine category for that.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like that and that Kasumi game that Dan was talking about, that sounds really interesting. That's in there. Independent game is interesting because it's like, gosh, Absalom did make it in there, which I think is awesome. Ball Pit, Blueprints, Clear Obscure, Expedition 33, Hades 2, and Silk Song. That could just be the game of the year category, almost. Like that's a ton of great games. Best debut indie game is just kind of a weird category. Like Clear Obscure, Expedition 33 being there. I don't know. Part of me wonders what value there is in that category name.
Yeah, Game Awards always brings up those conversations every year for sure, and it's always like he doesn't know the explanations we get when we're nominating stuff leave a lot to be desired. So this is just going to keep happening, and the real answer is it doesn't matter. It's about the commercials. I mean, I know it's an age-old conversation. We don't have to have it again. So it's like I just can't get worked up about these things anymore.
I still enjoy the show, and I still think they usually pick correct game of the years. And I
recently
do. I sure do love that montage when they have all the game of the year, like songs from each of the game of the year. And boy, am I going to be excited for that Clear Obscure Expedition 33 into Donkey Kong Bonanza transition. I'm going to pop real hard for that one.
Yep.
All right. While we take a quick break, when we come back, we will look at some super chats, actually. And then we have a game tonight. We're going to be doing another one of those draft things, this time for a Zelda game. So that should be fun. All right, we're back. Let's get those super chats, please, Jeff.
Sure, got them right here. Taco Belmont writes in. Unhinged speculation. Rick Morsamus turns heel after an hour and you blast his ass into orbit in the late game. I base this on peanuts. Or I'll base this on nothing. Sorry, and then says peanuts.
I mean, I'm basing it on the Wheatley energy he gives off from Portal 2.
Sure, yes.
So, I mean, I guess a possibility, I suppose.
Yep, there's always the chance that could happen. Jane, I thought you said like Wesley Crusher is what I thought you were getting at.
Like, he has some Wesley Crusher energy, I suppose.
In that, no one likes him.
Wow.
James Pies says Mount Rushmore of annoying sidekicks. Most will say Zelda Ocarina of Time's Navi, but I got Resident Evil 4's Ashley as George Washington. Leon!
You.
Oh, shit.
Leave Ashley the hell alone.
How
dare
you're just lucky she doesn't wear a hat, because then Mike would really come after your ass. Yeah, that'd be bad for everybody.
We respect Ashley on this show. Navi's not even the worst
No.
Zelda one. It was Fi or Fee from Skyward Sword, who just popped up all the time and talked like a boring robot. She was pretty rough. And there are so many Mario and Zelda games that have similar things. There was even that Try or whatever in Echoes of Wisdom. It was an annoying nothing burger. I feel like every Mario and Luigi had one. Like there's one who's like a suitcase had one, and it's like a suitcase guy. Like, gosh, even Cappy. Like, as much as I love Mario Odyssey, I'm not saying Cappy is bad, but Cappy wasn't a positive. Nobody ever expects to see Cappy again. No one's clamoring for more Cappy.
Hold up. No,
all right, let's hear a Cappy fans.
Why does Ashley get a pass, Mike? What's different about
she's
Ashley?
hot.
Yeah,
I would fuck Cappy.
We fucking found it.
Well, you have a problem. I said in chat, people are saying I said the Dinklebot, but they didn't hear me. Yeah, Dinklebot was pretty rough out there.
Yeah, Dan Riker will take Cappy way over Ashley. Cappy and Ashley. Cappy, I definitely think Ashley was. I get Ashley being annoying in the original. They made her a better character in the remake.
That's true. Leave her in the dumpster where she belongs.
Yeah, barely.
Wow.
Simon from Saskatchewan says, Mike, ever play PS2 Son of the Lion King Europe? Parentheses Europe.
No, I have not. I'm worried that this is going to be like that American Tail game I played, which was just a video game. Just the bare minimum you could do to be able to sell a video game in a store, I think.
I think that's and that's the way you have to judge that one, is like someone could have purchased that American Tail game. And that's crazy that they could have spent human currency on that game, because it was so nothing. So just anything that was there was bad. It's so short and just unsubstantial. I bet this game, that is also only available in Europe, probably is very similar. I mean,
I'm looking at it right now, and it's incredible. It is like one of those like activity book games, just with very bad drawings of like knockoff scenes from the Lion King, right? Like they don't have the light, and just I'm not expressing to you enough how poorly these are drawn. And it's like they just made a bad drawing, and then we're like, okay, now it's a sliding puzzle. Like that's this game.
All right, well, we should play it. We got to look at this.
Yeah, we might have to look at it. Also, like, not just that, like I just saw a scene that was clearly inspired by Tarzan as well. Maybe oh god, this is hideous. This is incredible. I'm actually inspired.
Let's see here. Big Fresh 37 says dispatch roguelite mode when. Oh, that's interesting.
Get me a dispatch code, please.
Okay. Yeah, I'll see what I can do.
I want to play that.
Postman Dan says, been unable to contribute recently due to hospitalization, but here you go. Love you guys. You all have been a light in a really dark place. You don't have to contribute if you're in the hospital. Yeah. You just take care of yourself. I hope that you are doing better. I'm assuming that you might be, since you are back here contributing, but if you're not, we really hope you just get well and take care of yourself and do everything you can to make sure you're all right,
buddy.
Man. Yep. We're pulling for you.
Yeah. Hope you feel. Hope everything's going well for you. Going better at the very least, post-band Dan. But it is nice to see you, though.
Yep. The community loves to see you here. Baba is me says, at work today, a colleague had 6 bagels. The bar has been set, Mike.
Yeah. There you go. Now, look, 6 bagels. Maybe we're talking about this is worth a conversation now. Me having 3 bagels, I just don't think was worth all the ruckus. Is all it is.
Especially when other people had 3 bagels as well. I think that's
some people on this very call. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no. Let's see here. Taco Belmont says 8-bit dough. Is it pronounced 8-bit do or 8-bit dough? It's pronounced 8-bit do, I think, according to them. But I don't give a shit because it's supposed to sound like Nintendo to me, and that's why I'm going to say 8-bit dough.
One of the I got the analog 3D, which means they also sent 4 of those 8-bit 64s, and I like that controller. I think.
I'm glad you like it. Yeah, I think it's awesome.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty I think I'd ultimately would rather have the actual 64 controller, but this is almost just as good. It's the best way of making that a more standard controller, I can imagine.
Yeah, they
Works
really
well.
adapted it in a lot of very smart ways. And I like any controller where I could just have 6 buttons on the face, even though it's not exactly set up the way I would set up, like or like arrange the buttons. It's still usable that way.
Excellent.
Okay, let's see here from Joe Beezer. What will you do if a Metroid Prime NPC dabs at you?
I mean, I could like.
That's
I don't know. I don't know.
That mean is so old though. That mean is like 2015.
Well, yeah,
It's
that's
coming
why
back. The kids are
bad.
doing dabs again.
Yeah, I mean,
The
look,
kids are
is
doing
it
dab? Oh my god! No,
is it better? Is it better or worse than if Mackenzie says 6'7"? Right? Like, I don't know.
Ooh, that'd be good. That'd be real good.
I think that.
I hope Mackenzie flosses on a waterfall like in Forza Horizon or whatever, and just like
Yeah.
that's the real shit.
I think AGB 10's right. I hope that somebody says coated in the goat sauce.
Fucking Christ. Al Grug says, I can't believe Mike ditched Blake Club to go to Gabe Newell's yacht, play Half-Life 3, eat all his bagels, and clog every boat toilet. Penis. I like the term boat toilet. Like it's just like it's a whole other species of toilet. It's a boat toilet.
I guess boat toilets have like a canister has to get empty later. They're probably not allowed to just go into the water, right? But maybe I don't know.
Maybe right because like
yes.
I think because like the fish eat that, right? Like that's or like
Oh, they
plankton
like
eat it,
it.
or I think so, but I don't know.
I think he shoots directly. I think he shoots goes to the sea.
I think
In olden times, do you think that people just kind of like squanch over the side or go in a bucket and then throw it
probably
off?
go in a
they had
bucket and
those-
throw it
They
off.
had those. They had those like in those inclines that you should like shit there and it will fall into the water. Pretty sure.
So the poop deck is what that was. It just slides in
Oh,
there. Yeah.
oh, there you go.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Dan liked your use of the word squanch. All right, let's see here from Sultan Abbasi. You're a nice person, Mike. It's okay if you put Dan in a submission hold while dressed as Grimace. As long as you're nice, that you can do that.
I would be clear. I was not trying to choke Dan out. I was just holding
very-
him in place firmly so that he was listening and understood what I was saying to him.
Listen, he's just so easily chokeable.
you?
Like, yeah, it's not your fault.
I
think that's
refuse
a
to
type of murder.
believe. I refuse to believe this is the closest to assault Dan has ever encountered in his life. Of all the things he has done to
I know.
people.
It can't be true.
Incredible,
He's probably just
isn't it?
forgot.
I could feel
Didn't
my
the
windpipe
Hispanic
collapse.
people tried to kill him once or something like that?
It might be. I'm not that strong.
To be fair, Mike threatened to kill him with a spoon, which is objectively hilarious.
Yeah.
Everything that happened in that room in those moments was incredibly funny.
That's right.
I was pooping and I watched it happen on video, and it was just like I had never seen Grimace and or Mike Minotti move that fast. So
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's right. Dan had a roommate who tried to stab him.
Yep.
So, I mean, come on. With not a spoon, like an actual sharp object.
Connell Wood says the human NPCs confirm Samus is still very large. Yes, the contrast is working on that side of things.
I guess I'm never sure. And maybe it doesn't matter. Like, is she like super large, or is the suit just like adding a lot of bulk?
I think it's both.
I think a little bit of both.
I think it's column A, column B. She's definitely
He's
tall.
6'4" without the suit.
Oh, that's good stuff. Hilliard Hendricks says Jerf is the only reasonable person in games media. I think this is a reference to him being like, yeah, I don't mind Miles. Yeah, and everyone else freaked out. So
He did, like, before that video came out, he did say to me, like, oh, Mike, they're selling this video. And I spent like a week like, what the hell could that possibly mean? Like, what could possibly happen? And now I know what he meant.
yeah, he called it he's like, I think I might be the only person who doesn't care about this, but yeah. And so it's like he was right. Warlocks Gaming says, I propose a trade. I'll watch whatever you want, and Grubb watches Tron Ares. I swear I don't really care about this.
I'll watch Tron Ares.
I'll watch Tron Ares. I really like the other Tron movies. I like the original Tron
Legacy.
So yeah, Tron Legacy, and then the original Tron. Original Tron is like such a vibe.
Yeah.
I definitely am like, why the hell would this happen outside of a computer? That's the whole thing. But you care about Tron, and you seem to not mind this movie. So all right, I'll give it a shot.
There's still stuff in a computer. Warlocks Gaming, in return, you have to watch, I don't know, The Black Hole.
Okay, yeah, the Disney classic. All right, let's see here. I tried to scroll down. YouTube freaked out. Let me get back to where I was. Hindu says, the NPCs are dramatic tutorials that will give life to and tell the story of the present. Fruit will tell the lore. I welcome the balance. Half P3ness.
Yeah.
Right. There are like, I think maybe that's what Bacalar was talking, that there's like mystical fruit on the planet that Samus collects.
Yeah. Is that like, yeah, you had to collect fruit. That reminds me of Dinosaur Planet. There's like all this fruit you had to collect for the people. They wanted all this fruit. There's so many things to collect because it was a rare game made from that era.
That's the only kind of game they know how to make.
You, Mike? The fact
What's
there's
that?
a lot of fruit, does it upset you?
No, it's okay. You can collect fruit as long as it's not
fake
an
fruit,
apple.
though. It could
fake
hurt
fruit.
you. It could hurt you. So
It's
I
Nintendo
bet
fruit.
space fruit is all better than apples. I bet. Do you see the like developer of freaking Luminous retweeted the thing about me freaking about the apples? That's funny.
Oh, really? Okay,
yeah.
fantastic.
Enhance was like, sorry, no apple filter, Mike. Haha, just spiders and snakes.
That's that was probably Chris Johnston who did that. Just shouts out to him. I think he listens to the show. Hey man, hope you're doing all right, CJ. All right, let's see here. Uriel Delgado, you think Half-Life 3, Left 4 Dead 3, Portal 3 will be Steam exclusive? Not all be on Epic. We'll put it on Epic Game Store, I'm sure. Yeah, there's chances like, no, I think like Portal will go to consoles. Like they don't care. They'll put that shit in Left 4 Dead 3 if they ever make one of those. They'll put that on console.
That's never gonna happen ever.
I don't think it'll happen. Yeah.
Honestly, the only other one I would really suspect relatively soonish after Half-Life 3 is Team Fortress 3. Like that's the one that if like you're doing the Half-Life 3 for kind of the prestige and like not sense of obligation, but blah blah blah. The one you make to really make money is Team Fortress 3.
Yes. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, well, they kind of have that with Deadlock, don't they? It's a little bit.
Yeah, but that's not a 1-to-1. It's not like there's a lot of Team Fortress players.
It's a MOBA.
Yeah, you can get a lot of people from that have long since moved over to your Overwatches, even your Marvel rivals, just to make everyone hot, like Overwatch does now. Boy, tell you what, make premium skins a thing in that game. Suddenly, all the characters hot. They always were, but even more so. Yeah, they're kind of getting blandly hot now. They're kind of blandly hot.
You're right.
All right. Let's see here from Chrono Rig. I'm loving the vibes I'm getting from the Zelda movie, and Impa looks perfect. Yeah, we didn't talk about that. We saw Impa. She looks great. Will they film Kakariko on location in Ohio? Lol. And I like the NPCs in Metroid Prime 4. All right, we got one here that likes it.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, probably in Toledo, like Arc Raiders.
Yeah, it'd be the funny. Shut up. That'd be the funniest place to film. Kakariko Village is just the suburb in Ohio. It has the sheets.
Yes, it's Yellow Springs. Yeah. You see Dave Chappelle in the background. White Lens says, what's the likelihood that Death Stranding 2 wins Game of the Year so Kojima gets to be on stage at the end? I mean, it's all voted. There's a chance, but I don't think there's much of a chance.
Yeah. I was like,
he will be on that place regardless of if he wins or not. So
yeah, he'll get up on the stage.
Yeah. I always do like roll my eyes a bit. People are like, yeah, it's rigged. I'm like, it's not. Look, I mean, sometimes stupid things happen, but there is a process. There are people who nominate these things and vote on them. We are part of it.
It doesn't matter enough for him to rig it. Like that's the whole thing. It's again, it's about the commercials. So it's like the awards can be kind of pure because they don't amount to much. Yeah, exactly.
I think I saw what Shroud was really mad that Arc Raiders are getting nominated and was like, nobody's playing Donkey Kong Bonanza. This is rigged.
Hell yeah, Shroud.
Shut up, Shroud.
Our fellow Main Gear sponsored gamer.
We love him.
Yeah, we love our Shroud. Good luck with that, bud.
He's on a world record of bad takes lately, so shout out to him.
All right, let's see here from Johnny Boy. You all mess with eggnog?
No.
Not really. I mean, I'll drink it sometimes. So I guess I do mess with it.
I don't like milky drinks. I don't even like. What's that one cocktail where they do like? Yeah, well, I hate that. But there's like that one like bourbon cocktail or something where they put like egg whites in it for body. Sometimes I'm like, nah, I don't want that. I don't like that whatsoever. I don't wrestle with like rum chata or like Bailey's. I don't like any of these kind of milky alcohol things or milky things in general. If I want a holiday drink, I will get a Great Lakes Christmas ale. That's all I need.
Joshua, say it out loud what you're saying on chat. Come on.
Eggnog fucking owns. I can't believe Mike just offended my religion just now.
Yeah. Look, if you had put a gun to my head, I would have easily identified you as an eggnog lover. I'm not shocked.
Give me the cream.
I like eggnog sometimes. It's a very much a sometimes drink, even during the holidays. Mikey O'Leary says Pablo Hidalgo from Lucasfilm posted.
Wait, I'm sorry.
Please.
Infinite suited chap. Wait, Mike usually likes everything. This is so strange. You shut up. I didn't ask for your sass.
Wow, got his ass. Jesus, Infinite Soup.
Jesus Christ, nuclear precision right there. God.
Mike O'Leary says Pablo Hidalgo from Lucasfilm posted simply one bagel after another tonight, and I pictured Mike taking on the Leo part from that movie. Yep, that's good stuff. Pablo's a funny guy. I like him. Jedi Moss 4 says, I'm just not surprised with the choices in Prime 4 when the producer Tanabe has been pushing more with the Federation in Prime 3 and Federation Force. Yeah, it seems like a kind of continuation of that stuff, obviously.
Like, I would assume that perhaps Federation Force, that one was received pretty negatively.
Yeah.
Same thing with like Other M. Right. And it's like, I don't know, maybe you're just that adamant about that direction that doesn't matter. I don't know. But, again, Dread was not like that at all. Dread was very classic Metroid and it was fantastic for it.
Yep. Antonio Morales says the Bears #1 in NFC North. Cry, a laughing emoji, cry, or maybe it's just a crying emoji. Suck it, Grubb /Sean. Yeah. Look. Yeah. Fuck. Lions aren't even in a playoff spot. It's bad out here. Elgrug said Half-Life 1's anniversary is tomorrow, apparently. Okay.
Is that correct? I'm gonna verify this. Half-Life, the video game.
He doesn't trust you, Elgrug. I don't blame him.
Hey, that video game came out on November 19th, 1998. How about that?
All right, well, there you go. All right, well, we'll see. I think something's happening with Half-Life 3. I think we can probably assume that. And then I think we'll be playing it by like early next year. Would be my guess at the latest. So yeah, we'll see.
Gordon Freeman is just so freaking cool.
I just wish he was in Metroid Prime 4 and was kind of nerdy, and then was causing problems.
Kind of nerdy.
Yeah,
so
or more,
cool.
Even more nerdy. Yeah. That does it for the super chats. Mike, back over to you.
I think he's the best guy with a goatee ever. Like most people with a goatee look like the bad guy from Lost in Space, or something like that. Right. This guy, Gordon Freeman is a cool goatee guy. He's a young scientist.
Scott Steiner's was a goatee, right?
He's goateed. He's goateed.
It's a powerful goatee. I don't know if it's a good goatee.
Yeah. I like it.
All right. Well, like I said, back over to you.
Stone Cold. Yeah, Stone Cold Steve Austin had a pretty good goatee. That's true. That's a good point. All right. Thank you so much. We'll take another quick break. We got a game to play. We're going to do a Zelda game draft. Glad Dan's here. You can check our homework on this one very excitedly, I am sure. We'll be right back, everybody.
Ponder the goatee.
All right. We're back. And I'm the one who talks and hosts this show. You can tell. All right. We've done this before where Joyzy, actually, a beloved community member, makes a fun little game for us where we have a budget. We have to use it to draft different aspects of a video game from a well-known series. This is Zelda. We somehow have not done Zelda this time. So how this works is we're going to take turns buying parts for our game. The person who most recently discovered a secret goes first. Is what they say here. I'm trying to think what the last secret I discovered was. Dan had to tell me some kind of secret while I was hanging out with them.
Yeah, you could take this one because I can't think of anything. So yeah.
All right, I learned a secret. You unlock words to using your game title. Oh, so we don't name them this time. Listen to this. You unlock words to use your game title as you buy parts for this game. You will pick your game title at the end. So I think we're being dissuaded from doing our usual shenanigans.
We were good last time. We did the joke twice, and then we said we were going to do it again. Now, we do have a tendency to backslide when we say things, so this is probably safe.
So after one round, whoever currently has the lowest budget buys first. If tied, the person who bought second last round buys first. Once a part is bought, it cannot be bought by the other player. If you run out of budget, you must buy the $1 option and go negative. If both players run out of budget, both can purchase it. For tab 10, you get a number of dungeons based on your remaining funds, up to 10. Both players can have the same number of dungeons. So that's interesting.
Okay.
We'll see what that means later.
Interesting. All right. Well, I have the game right here. Let me just adjust things a little bit one last time. Okay. Here we are. We're looking at it all right in front of us. I think that means we just go on to this first tab, right, Mikey?
Yeah. So on our first tab here is going to be us picking our main character. Now, we both have a budget of $30.
Right. I
And
think I'm blue and you're red, right? Should our names be there? I guess, I don't know. Either
we're going to be able to pick our game. So I am red, you're blue to start. And yeah, for sure. So I'm red. Mikey's red. Just think about apples. I know you can negatively associate them with me there.
Okay.
Okay. So I have some interesting choices here because for $1, you can get Tingle, which is cheap because he sucks, but it could be funny. Right?
It could be
I
fun.
can go that route. Frankly, I expect you to do that. Young Link at $2, Ravio at $3. I'm not feeling Ravio. $4 Adult Link, $5 Zelda, specifically like Adult Warriors Zelda from I think the first Hyrule Warriors game. It looks to me. I think I will go rather normie here on this one. Jeff, play pretty safe and take Adult Link for $4.
Yeah, I think that's probably the move. I think we're learning that people want to really like the games that we build here, and so they have to be excited about it. So I kind of have to pick things that people will be excited about, and not just go maybe I can convince you to be excited about this thing. It's that doesn't work. So I don't think I can make Tingle work.
You want me to let you? I'll let you do all the clicking if you want to click on that for me.
Sure. All right. So there you go. Adult Link. And that means I'm going to take a Zelda and blow my budget right away. And
interesting. You
make a Zelda
shocked
game.
me here. I thought you were going to go with Tingle. Okay.
I don't think I can make Tingle work and make people excited about it. People don't like Tingle the way I like Tingle, which is the right amount. All right.
All right, then. So you now have less Miami because you have 25. So you get to go first in picking your partner character, which for $1 you can get Fee, who we just shit talk a lot, Navi for $2, Eslo from Minish Cap for $3, the King of Red Lions from Wind Waker for $4, and Minna for $5.
Yeah, I mean, for me, this feels like a no-brainer. I'm going with the King of Red Lions, who I think is the coolest of all of these. Mike Minotti, where are you going?
God, King of Red Lions is awesome. So cool. I'm definitely not taking Fee, and I like Minna, but I think that's overpriced. I like Eslo because I like Minish Cap. I don't know if other people feel that same way about Eslo. Part of me is, again, it feels very normie, but I think I'm just gonna take Navi.
I mean, if I were
so far, my video game might be The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time.
If I was in your position, though, I would be doing the same thing. So I don't blame you. Okay, so far I have Zelda and the King of Red Lions, and you have Adult Link and Navi, and you have $24 left. I only have $21 left. So round 3, Mike.
All right, so now what's our main gimmick this time, Jeff? So for $1, you can pick motion controls. For $2, an open world. For $3, transportation. For $4, a parallel world. For $5, transformation. Okay, so transformation is stuff like turning into Wolf Link or turning into the masks from Majora's Mask. Transportation is stuff like the train or the boat from the DS games.
Yeah, and I go first, and I'll be honest, I don't know how much any of these are going to move the needle. I think people get moved by seeing characters they like, and I don't think at $2 open world, I don't think that's going to hurt me. It might help me, and I know there are people who at this point are like, I want something different than that, but I don't think they will look away from my game if they see that here as the gimmick.
Yeah, I would have liked open world.
Yeah, that was a good deal, I think.
The one that's looking good to me is fucking parallel world. I can't just make fucking Ocarina of Time.
Well, what if you make Ocarina of Time 2? People would like that.
Okay, it's not motion controls. Transportation, if you just say the word transportation, it's one thing. Then when you look at it and you realize it means spirit tracks and whatnot, Phantom Hourglass, that's going to be a little bit rough. Parallel World or Transformation. I think I'm taking Parallel World.
But what if you turn into a wolf and fucked? All right, there you go.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That's a good point. That's a good point. You still have $1 less, but I almost should be spending more because being able to go first is pretty nice. But
Yes,
nope,
it's
that's
been
still
handy
you,
so far. All right.
You're maybe running out of money eventually.
That's true. That's true. But I'm only $1 less than you right now. So, all right, Mike. Round 4.
All right, the titular element. It's like the sword in Skyward Sword, the Princess and Twilight Princess, or the wand and wand of Gamelon. This will unlock a variety of choices for your title. So this is a bit meta, it sounds like, Jeff. This is going to give us some more choices going forward for our game. And you could do clothing for $1. So things like just your boots, your blue tunic, or even the Majora's Mask. An instrument for $2. So like the Ocarina of Time for $3. Weapons like the Master Sword, the Boomerang. For $4, a title like a king, sage, a fairy. For $5, an item like a rod, a key, a candle, etc.
Well, I can't take Ocarina and deny you that. So, let me see.
I wish you would. I wish you would force me off this path.
I just can't do that to you. Although instruments is always fun. I always think the instrument gimmick always works for me. I will go with weapon. That feels like a good middle of the road one without spending too much money, without overpaying for something. The item ones, rod, key, candle, I would like to dabble there, but I've already spent so much money. Let me slow down a little bit here.
I feel like I need to get off this train of just making Ocarina of Time, but I also think that the instruments are by far the best of these, right? Even if you include the Wind Waker in that category, and I kind of do. Oh boy, that's okay. We're gonna really surprise them in the back half, Jeff. I'm taking instruments.
Hell yeah, let's go! Incredible.
I'm taking instruments.
Oh boy.
All right. The next one then. For your setting, okay, this is interesting. For $1, the desert. For $2, a city. For $3, a field. For $4, space. And for $5, the sea. You still get to go first, sir. You got a budget of $16 left. And we're only on 5 of 10, so there's still some.
I know, but I have to assume that there's a way to make some money back. Because that has happened recently. There's a break. I see it coming up. I think I have to have the sea. Because I have the boat and an open world, and I want to make the game that you say you want next, the open world sea exploration game.
Yeah,
I kind of am.
Game right now.
Yeah, it's looking pretty good to me. This is a lot of money, but I think I have to take this one. I might regret it later when there's something that's like, God, I wish I had some money for this, but this feels like one of those right now.
Okay, so this is where I can finally differentiate a little bit because I'm not going to pick field.
Right.
This surprise, my game has a sci-fi bent.
Hell yeah.
Link is going to space.
I love this.
The instrument is gonna what is those things called that sound like
yes,
the instrument.
A theremin or something like that.
It's a theremin. Link's getting a theremin, everybody. It's gonna be great. So yeah, I've taken space.
The Legend of Zelda, the theremin of the moon.
No. Oh, actually. Okay.
Yeah, I would be down. I would fuck with that.
Next, we're going to pick our aesthetic. This is interesting. So our game style. For $1, you can have a realistic video game. For $2, your style could be gothic.
Oh, interesting.
For $3, it can be cyberpunk. For $4, animation. So I think the examples here are like Dragon's Lair and like King's Quest 7 Mythforce. And for $5, grind fiction. So imagine looking like Jet Set Radio or Persona 5. So, Jeff, you still have the first choice here.
Yeah, I wish it wasn't like the examples weren't a Sinuous Saga and Red Dead Redemption 2. But I think I'm going to save some money here and just go realistic. I would love to do animation. I would love to do grind fiction. I'm not necessarily feeling cyberpunk. Gothic, I think I would be down with that. I'm not sure that the people I'm trying to appeal to are trying to be down for that. So I'm just going to go with realistic, save some money here, and hope that this doesn't hurt me too much.
Okay. I have some interesting choices here then. Probably not doing Gothic. Cyberpunk obviously makes sense with my sci-fi thing. I would like animation a lot. Part of me
course.
worries if other people are going to care about my video game looking like Dragon's Lair. Grind fiction could work out for me. Grind fiction is something Zelda's done before. I mean, Wind Waker's a little bit of that.
It is.
Right. Even like Tears of the Kingdom is a bit of that. Part of me, if I take grind fiction, I get to go first next. Although we're going to be running out of money here. So maybe I don't want to spend all of it. I think I probably am going to do Cyberpunk and establish that sci-fi bent that I'm trying to use to distinguish this from just being an Ocarina of clone.
All right. Let's go to the break.
All right. We now have a break. Here's a break to recommend everyone watch Was Majora's Mask 3D a bad remake by Nero. It's a breakdown of the changes that were made to the 3DS version of Majora's Mask and how they affect the gameplay and atmosphere of the story. All right. Yeah, I do give Joycey some crap for not liking that version of it, but apparently there is a consensus there, so I should check it out. It's 4.7 million views.
All right.
I do want to watch that.
I guess I should watch that.
Back to the draft. Next up, we have to pick our game inspiration. And we are going to be able to choose for $1 Genshin Impact, for $2 God of War Ragnarok, for $3 The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. I should say here like what this means. So for $1 Genshin Impact, like a gacha game. For $2 God of War Ragnarok, a cinematic story. For $3 Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, expansive side quest. For $4 Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, Management Tycoon mini games. And for Outer Wilds, $5 Metroid Brainia puzzles.
All right, I go first. I have $10. Mike has $11. I just don't think I could spend a lot of money on this. But I also don't want to have gacha associated with my game. I think that would be poison. So I guess I'm going cinematic story. I guess I could do expansive side quests, but I just don't know if that moves the needle again. So I'm going with cinematic story and hoping that is something that people want to see.
Outer Wilds.
All right, there he goes.
Outer Wilds.
All right, there he goes.
Oh. I didn't think I had a chance, Jeff. I think this may have turned it around for me.
It might. Yeah, I think it's going to help. We'll see. We'll see. I got that, with your space theme now. That's a really good match. I just thought, I don't know. It didn't feel right for mine. All right, there we go.
I am running out of money. I still have like 3 more of these. I'm running out of money now. Let's see. So, and I now have less money, so I get to go first. So for Zelda's Alter Egos, the next thing we're picking here. So, is she going to be cloaked for $1, a phantom for $2, a light dragon for $3, Tetra for $4, aka a pirate, or Sheik for $5? I think I just have to save a little money here. I don't think this aspect's going to be super important, so I'm just going to take a cloaked Zelda.
All right.
It'll be a space cloak, though.
All right. I think this is probably going to mean I'm not going to have any fucking money on the last one, but I think I will go with the light dragon. There we go.
Cool.
Yeah, the dragon's cool. All right. Oh, I guess we're tied. So how was it with like you had the less money last time? Is that how it works?
Yeah. So you'll just go first this time. Now.
All right.
So here's the problem with your opponent's game. So you get to pick a flaw for my game first, and I pick one for yours. This is kind of funny.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So for $1, you could give me a reused map or assets. So like a Tears of the Kingdom or Majora's Mask. For $2, a repetitive quest, like the Temple of the Ocean King from Fan Hourglass. For $3, you could give me a long intro, like Twilight Princess Skyward Sword. For $4, constant tutorial pop-ups. For $5, only water dungeons.
All right. So I am going to give your game constant tutorial pop-ups.
Wow, $4 on that. Okay. I am going to give your game because you would hate it so much, especially since you already have that picture of Red Dead Redemption 2. I think I'm going to give you a long intro.
Oh man. Okay, here we go.
All right. You click that for me?
Oh yeah, let me do that for you real quick. There we go. All right. Round
Now,
10.
Number of dungeons. This is like where the rest of our money comes in. So basically, oh man, this is interesting. You have 0 dungeons. My game has 1 dungeon.
Man, okay, here we go.
Interesting. We used our money this time. This is interesting.
I was worried.
This
This is rough stuff. I mean, I think one dungeon's still much better than 0.
Now let's see what our games are called.
All right.
Okay, use the words below to create the title of your game. Options and brackets allow you to use your own word. You're free to use articles, prepositions, conjunctions, pluralization. Okay. So we each get to type our name. So we have a bunch of different words we can use here. Okay. Ooh, this is going to be exciting.
Okay.
I'm going to say The Legend of Zelda.
Should I do The Legend of Link since I play as Zelda? I don't know. That could be fun, but let's see here. Legend of Zelda.
The Dark.
Oh, I could put Sad Dad in mine. Ooh, okay.
I've named my game The Legend of Zelda: The Dark Horn of the Moon.
Okay. The Legend of Zelda. Let's see. Okay, I like that. Hang on. Oh, Ladle of the Red Sea.
Ladle.
All right, I can do all that. Yes, I can. All right.
So let's explain our games now, Jeff. I have The Legend of Zelda: The Dark Horn of the Moon, featuring adult Link with Navi, with parallel worlds and an instrument, set in space with a cyberpunk aesthetic, featuring Metroid Brainia puzzles, all the outer worlds with a cloaked Zelda. Meanwhile, my opponent's game has a long intro,
and
my
yeah,
and my game has one dungeon.
The Legend of Zelda: Ladle of the Red Sea features you playing as Zelda, which is exciting. And your partner is the King of Red Lions in an open world setting where the titular element is a weapon. The ladle's a weapon, by the way. That's what that means. It's set on the sea, so you're exploring the sea in an open way with the King of the Red Lions. It has realistic visuals, like just Red Dead Redemption 2 style realistic.
Sure.
Cinematic story, and Link's alter ego. He turns into the Light Dragon this time. And Mike's problem with his game is constant tutorial pop-ups to help you out with those Metroid Brainia puzzles. I have 0 dungeons.
All right, let's we'll get some polls going up for that. We'll set that up, take a quick break, come back, talk about any games we've been playing, any more super chats. So we'll be right back, everybody. And we are back. We are getting people voting on which Zelda game they do prefer more between my Legend of Zelda Dark Horn of the Moon and your Legend of Zelda Ladle of the Red Sea. So we'll get results on that shortly. Could be anybody's game. We don't know. In the meantime, Jeff, I would like to talk to you about the Analog 3D.
Yeah, tell me about this bad boy.
Which I was able to get sent an early version of. I didn't get to spend a ton of time with it. Mine came in like basically right before I left for Extra Life. But when I came home, I was playing it. It was easy to set up, easy to get going, easy to sync that 8-bit DOE controller to it. Hook up to my TV. Was immediately playing some No Mercy. I was playing some Chameleon Twist. And it is just a very easy and nice way to play Nintendo 64 games on a modern TV, modern display. I have other ways of doing that. I have a RetroTink.
Yep, of course.
That works too. But this is one. It's a little cooler. It looks like a Nintendo 64. And it has some fun options, like the overclocking especially. And, more so from watching other people's reviews than my own experimentations. I've seen people do things with that, like have games have much smoother frame rates than they ever had on original hardware. Things like that. But, even just from what I was doing of it, stuff like the CRT or just the old monitored filters looked very good. Usually I'm not into those things, but here, those options
it's
were very
important
nice.
for the N64. It is crucial, actually, to get the effect of the N64 correct. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, I like it a lot. And I was even me as somebody who's been mean to the N64 a lot, I'm a little surprised at how many other people are using the opportunity to review this new hardware to talk about how they don't like the N64.
Yeah,
necessarily seem like part of this conversation, I suppose.
It's always the hassle of like when people review like retro game collections when like Namco Museum. It's like some of these games aren't fun anymore. It's well, okay, but like what's the presentation? Do they do a good job preserving them? That's what matters. But I guess you want the games to be fun. I love a lot of N64 games, and so I'm going to be just fine with this thing. Mine's going to be getting here. Mine should ship today, actually, is what they said. So we'll see. Nice. It'll probably be here pretty soon. I'm glad to hear it worked so well. We did get to try it at Dan's, and it was fantastic. So I'm ready to play a bunch of games. It's nice because now I have the Retro Tink down here with the Shoot N64. I'll put that upstairs. Maybe play some fun party games with the girls or something like that. That could be a good time.
My brothers are coming over tomorrow to do 90s Disney, so I'll get some multiplayer games ready for us to mess around with.
Ooh, fun.
On there. It'll be a good time. And I have some I have a lot of 64 games here. Some I have one to play through. Although, at some point I'm doing Donkey Kong 64, so maybe I'll actually use this when I do that.
Yeah, that'd be great.
There's some games I want to play. I need to get a copy of Battle for Naboo. I want to play Battle for Naboo pretty bad. I kind of want to play Rogue Squadron even, honestly.
Oh, yeah.
Like I'm in a big sort of space sim mood right now, watching all these Wing Commander and TIE Fighter videos. So anything with spaceships fighting each other, I'm really into that idea at the moment.
Yeah, Battle for Naboo is really solid. It's not quite as good as Rogue Squadron, but I really liked it at the time, and it's got a lot of fun prequel vehicles in it.
I hate this about myself, but I really like the Episode 1 aesthetic.
Yeah, no,
I think Naboo looks cool.
There was nothing wrong with the aesthetics of the prequels. That was nothing.
That's why the games are all great.
Yes, exactly.
The games based off Episode 1 are fantastic because you're not watching Episode 1. You're just you're in those great sets that they designed for it, basically.
What was the designer on those? I can't remember. But he just did incredible work. He really kept up the legacy of like Ralph McQuarrie. Doug Chang, thank you, Firehair.
Thank you.
I bought several of the books just for his artwork. It was so good. So yeah, those games, they trade on that stuff.
And the Naboo Starfighter is easily the best non-original trilogy.
It's got a strong look.
Looked up guys outside of like stuff like the games and whatnot. Like at least from the other movies. Like I didn't see any new ships from the fucking sequel trilogy that did anything for me. The Jedi Starfighter in Episode 2 wasn't bad either.
Yeah, I like
the
that.
ring,
but the Naboo Starfighter is like the most iconic from those and stands out and stands the test of time and all that. Absolutely.
Although it was pretty stupid in Mandalorian when like he lost his Raven Crest ship, which was like basically like a mobile home. He's like, I need a new ship. And they're like, here's a Naboo Starfighter. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? This does not suit his needs whatsoever.
I have for my entire life now, every day, thought about what the hell is Luke doing traveling to Dagobah in an X-Wing? Like, what are you like? The idea in my head, it's like traveling around space is like traveling like the Caribbean, right? Like it takes a couple of days to sail from one place to another. And I'm like, that's uncomfortable. Get yourself a Millennium Falcon and sleep in a bed like a big boy. So the same thought occurred to me and it's bothered me ever since with the Mandalorian.
And I think they already are like, never mind, he has a new Raisin Crest now.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they just got it back. It was crazy. Like they're like, it was none of this means anything. Who gives a shit?
There's a whole fucking stupid episode of him getting that new ship, and also I'm like, this makes no sense. This is dumb.
I'm like, okay, if you guys aren't going to take this seriously, I'm not going to care either. Then, yeah.
So aside from that, I've been playing more Dragon Quest 1 and been, again, continuing to have a good time with it. Just, I found a place that has the metal slimes. And if you know anything about Dragon Quest, that's when you really grind. Because metal slimes, they run away very frequently. It's hard to get them to spawn. And they like only take 1 damage and they have 3 hit points. But they give you so much XP that it's still worth finding a place where they spawn just to grind them out and get some levels. And I'm like, ooh, this feels good. This is the real satisfying shit. So I've been grinding metal slimes for a while in Dragon Quest 1 and been having fun with that. But how about you, Jeff? What have you been up
just
to?
Real quick, you said they like run away. What do you need to do to like stop them from running away? Or like how do you handle that?
You can't, there's not too much you can do. I don't even know if they're susceptible to many status ailments. But the chance depends. They don't always run away. They just have a pretty good chance of fleeing. Now, a lot of times they'll encounter 4 of them.
Right.
So it's like, okay, well, they're probably not all gonna run away then, at least. So you'll have that going for you.
I've been playing a game that I think is supposed to come to Switch here pretty soon. It's called Sectori. It's from former Housemarque developers, and it is basically I think it's a roguelite style Geometry Wars.
How do you spell that?
Sektori, and it rules school. It's awesome. It is basically Geometry Wars, but what it has going for it is just a little bit more depth in terms of. So when you shoot an enemy, they drop the little nuggets. You pick up the nuggets, and what that does, eventually you fill up a meter that drops a power-up you can go get. If you were to do this charge move, which is like you just burst forward, you can do that into one of the power-ups. If you do that, you immediately get another charge move, and you begin chaining these together, and that becomes crucial to stay alive because things get out of hand very quickly. The playfield you're in also is constantly changing. Eventually, some of the segments on the galaxy that you're flying over turns red, and that means, that's going to get filled in with like void, and you need to get into these other spaces. And it's like, too bad if those other spaces are filled with enemies. You're just going to have to deal with that. In those moments, you're really going to want to have that charge move. And it's just managing all these things. It tickles my brain. It looks great. It looks like Geometry Wars, kind of slightly modernized. And I immediately was just like, oh yeah, this feels like a cool game. Like there's you could see all the opportunities for the roguelite broken build, where it's like, if I go down this one path of upgrades, I can get this ability that repels, does a tiny percentage repellent toward enemy bullets. And it's like, well, yeah, but you can keep building that up, and eventually, like, everything's sort of repelling off you, and you almost become invincible unless you do something really reckless. It's like, okay, I'm on board with this. I just started playing that. I think it basically just came out recently. Yeah, I think it just came out today. And I think it's supposed to come out to Switch next year, I think they said. It's on everything else right now. Yeah, really, really into that. Housemarque, I liked Returnal. I love everything else they did. So kind of nice to see some other Finnish folk pick up that mantle and keep doing smaller arcade-style games.
Yeah, it's literally came out today, huh?
Yep.
So yeah, definitely has, just looking at it, like, oh yeah, that's Geometry Wars as hell. So
yeah, I need to
like,
I think I'm going to like send this to Brad Shoemaker, who I know is also a huge Geometry Wars fan. Make sure he knows about this.
One of the first things I ever knew about you is that you like Geometry Wars.
Yeah, that sounds, because that would have been like around the time that we were first hanging out, was when I was obsessed and was like getting a top 1000 score in the world in Xbox Live Arcade. Yeah, I love Geometry Wars.
Cool stuff. All right. By the way, the polls that at least on YouTube here for our games, it's very close. Some people seem split on Blue Sky as well. We'll get the official tally on the Discord soon here. But before that, do we have any more super chats squeak in here?
Yeah, let me take a look real quick. Let me just make it a little bit larger so I can actually read these. Okay, let's see here from Chris Pratt. Was excited for this Amazon contract I got for an Alexa Plus ad, but then my friend Jeff B called and said the gig was off because I wasn't coated with the goat sauce enough. Very sad.
God, I would kill to hear Chris Pratt say the words "coated with." All
right, JD Camp says, Mikey, you conquered apples with a coaster. I'm sorry, Mikey, you conquered apples. Will a coaster be next?
I mean, I've done coasters. I did that fucking Guardian coaster. It was terrifying. I mean,
or they conquered him. Who's to say?
Yeah, I don't know. Conquering seems generous to how I handled that roller coaster. I definitely don't think I'm trying any. Well, I've never actually done the Slinky Dog coaster, and I bet I'm gonna have a good chance to do that one finally.
Oh man, we were trying to do that our entire day while we were there, and it was either broken or the line was 4 hours.
So it always has those terrible lines. But I'm going to be there for that after hours Christmas party.
Yeah.
So it'll be nice. It'll be Christmas decorated. So maybe I'll be a big boy and try that one. And tell you what, can't possibly be as bad as Guardians of the Galaxy. So we'll see. I mean, I might have tried that one early. It just always has such a long line, and I'm like,
long line.
I don't know. I don't know if I care.
Screaming Madden said, yesterday I broke my record for games beaten within a year. It's at 42 games beaten, with the last game beaten being Portal. Speaking of Valve. Hey, good job, Screaming Madden. That's impressive stuff.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I think it's hard to tell exactly, because I can get a good idea of how many games I've beaten this year. I think it is like 40. I beat a lot of games this year. I was doing a lot. Some of them are like small, like I played all those Don Bluth games in like one night.
Right. And
things like that. But
an American Tail, sure, yeah.
Yeah, like American Tail, like 7th guest is on
40
here.
minutes, yeah, exactly.
Right, Lego Party, stuff like that. So, but yeah, I mean, a lot of games. Virtual Highlight, beat that.
Yeah, you beat that. No more super chats, Mike.
No more super chats. Are we ready, Christian, with the results, or Sean? Whoever wants to read those to us?
I'm closing the poll right now.
Oh my goodness gracious!
The
That's right. We did beat we were talking about this. We beat a lot of Bike Club games this year. Like it feels like the past years there's usually like some breaks as people are busy. We kind of just went this year.
We kind of didn't miss a lot. Yeah. Ooh, did my camera break?
We got numbers.
My camera broke. It's fine. Sometimes
we're almost done here.
Yeah.
Let's look at your face. It's okay.
It's okay. You won't be able to emote as I read the results to this poll. The best Zelda game is, with 64% of the votes, 16 votes to be more precise, against 36%, 9 votes, is The Legend of Zelda: The Dark Horn of the Moon.
Well done, Mike. I like your game a lot.
Surprised.
No, I'm not surprised. I think I was hoping that people would see the top line and see, you get to play Zelda and the King of the Red Line and compare that to Navi, but like yours just gets stronger as you keep looking down the list. So that was a good game you made there.
I think I really got you with that long intro. Nobody wants that shit anymore.
That was rough stuff for sure. I mean, I hate constant tutorial pop-ups more. I think people will not like that part of your game. Like that's going to hurt you in the scores quite a bit. But I still think that your game looks pretty cool.
Mike won the YouTube poll as well with 52% versus.
Yeah, it was bouncing back and forth quite a bit, but he was always at least had a little bit of an edge of a lead there. So yeah, and I think he's winning on Twitter as well. Yep, there you are. So 55% to 44% on Twitter.
Oh shit, you put this on Twitter? Man, I haven't been on there in a while.
Yeah. You said tweet it, and I'm like, I think that's what it was like. We made a tweet it. Okay, I'll do that. There we go.
I appreciate you taking me literally. I like that. Well, all right then. Look at us go. We did it. That's a good work. Thank you again, Joy Z, for putting that game together. Hey, you're back, Jeff. Look at that.
Hi.
I didn't get to see you cry when you lost, though. No.
Oh, lots and lots of tears. Absolutely. This is my main source of happiness, winning these games.
It's crying on the inside.
All right. Fantastic stuff. We're done here, everybody. So yeah, we'll see you on Thursday for Game Mess Decides. We'll have some other fun stuff popping
Play the
off.
music, Chef.
Play the music. Sorry about the Bike Club delay. We'll try to find some time to do it this week, if not next Tuesday. Actually, that's what's gonna happen before all the Thanksgiving stuff starts taking off. God, next Wednesday's my freaking 20th high school reunion. So,
oh, really? Wild.
Yeah. But we're doing some other fun stuff there. We do have voicemail dump truck. We're apparently going to have to play Just Dance for UPF probably. Tomorrow we're also doing a stream as part of our Deals partnership where we're talking about those lists we made. We talked about our 10 favorite games of the decade so far. So that'll be a fun time.
Our chef loves fighting games.
I do love fighting games. I do love RPGs. I wouldn't put those as characteristics of me. Like, hey, this is exactly who I am. But hey, I do like those kinds of games. Bye, everybody.
I don't know why I think it's funny to not say things.
It just
radio.
is.
It's funny. It's funny if I just sit here silently.
Good stuff. It's what you're not supposed to do, and if we do it.
Yeah.
What are people gonna do now?
And everybody
How will they react to this? I love apples coated with the goat sauce.
Oh no!
Oh shit! JK! Oh God!